Да.
Сначала начинать. Давайте далее сначала.
Прошу прощения.
Спасибо. Good morning. We will talk with you about blood diseases. And first of all, to talk about blood pathology, we must remember structure of blood, which is divided on liquid part, plasma, which must be nearest 50-60%, and 40-45% are blood elements. There are red blood cells, erythrocytes, which control transport of oxygen, white blood cells, leukocytes, which have protective function, and thrombocyte platelets, which control coagulative blood properties. Leukocytes divided on two groups depending their structure, agranulocytes and granulocytes. Granulocytes divided on three groups. There are basophil and eosinophils, which control allergic process, and neutrophils. There are first protective elements, which first of all responses on any inflammatory or intoxicative or destructive process in our organism. Neutrophils divided on two groups, stepped and segmented, dependent structure of the nucleus. Agranulocytes divided on two groups, lymphocytes and monocytes, which control immune response. If we are talking about blood diseases, they may be divided on three groups depending three main blood cells activity. Anemia, first of all, involved in pathological process, red blood cell, their deficiency is called anemia. Hemoblastosis, there are a problem first of all with white blood cells and their functional activity, and hemorrhagic diathesis first of all affect thrombocytes, and our patient will have problem with coagulative blood properties. If we are talking about anemia, it appears due to three pathological processes: loss of blood, problem with hematopoiesis, disordered hematopoiesis, and excessive hemolysis, destruction of erythrocytes which exceed process of their formation. Anemia due to loss of blood, there are acute or chronic post-hemorrhagic anemia. If we are talking about anemia due to disordered hematopoiesis, first of all, it is iron deficiency anemia, because you remember that iron is needed for production of hemoglobin and control main function of erythrocytes, transport of oxygen. Vitamin B12 deficiency anemia appears due to disordered erythropoiesis and process of erythrocyte maturation. And more significant problem, it is problem which appears due to inhibition of the bone marrow activity. Because if iron deficiency and vitamin B12 deficiency anemia may be compensated with some medicines, problem with bone marrow sometimes needed the transplantation. Bone marrow affected due to exogenous or endogenous intoxication, due to action of radiation, or due to replacement of the bone marrow by myeloma or multiply metastasis due to growth of tumor. If we are talking about excessive hemolysis, it is hemolytic anemia. But in clinical practice, we'll often meet with mixed anemia, because all process of hematopoiesis tightly connected. Anemia obligatory classified depending of Kale index, which characterize saturation of erythrocytes with hemoglobin. We are talking about normochromic anemia if the Kale index varies from 0.85 to 1.15. And you understand hyperchromic when the color index decreases and hyperchromic when the erythrocytes overfilled with hemoglobin. Normochromic anemia. First of all, there are hemolytic anemia because process of hematopoiesis not disturbed. Problem with time of the erythrocytes' life, which destroyed before time. Hypoplastic anemia, which appears due to decreased activity of bone marrow, decreased process synthesis of erythrocyte, but the saturation with hemoglobin will be nearest norm. Same problem with aplastic anemia and acute post-hemorrhagic anemia, because in acute hemorrhage, bone marrow can compensate loss of blood with active hematopoiesis, but it depends from activity of bleeding. And normochromic are secondary anemia, which appears as complication any other pathology, maybe problem with any inner organs which accompanied with secondary anemia. Hyperchromic anemia. It's only one type, iron deficiency anemia, because process synthesis of hemoglobin and as result saturation of erythrocytes with hemoglobin tightly connected from level of iron in our organism. And hyperchromic anemia also only one type, which is B12 folic deficiency or combined Addison-Birmer anemia. When we are talking about anemia, will obligatory must characterize it depending activity of bone marrow, which may be assessed depending level of reticulocytes in peripheral blood, and I'll pay your attention that reticulocytes will count in promille, because other elements we can count in gram per liter or percentage, reticulocytes will count in promille. And depending, reticulocytes are young erythrocytes which characterize the activity of bone marrow. And depending on its level, anemia divided on three groups: regenerative, hyporegenerative, and aregenerative anemia. And you'll understand regenerative anemia is characterized with active response of bone marrow on any problem with hematopoiesis, hyperregenerative when the bone marrow fatigue, and aregenerative anemia, there are usually hypoplastic or aplastic anemia when the origin of anemia into the bone marrow. We'll stop on characteristic every groups of anemia, iron deficiency, B12 deficiency, and hemolytic, because on exam all anemia will be given in separate task, because they have a general characteristic low level of erythrocytes and hemoglobin, but every anemia has specific features on which we'll stop. We are talking about iron deficiency anemia when it appears due to deficiency iron in the blood, bone marrow, and depot. As a result, we distinguish two stages of iron deficiency: latent, when the level of hemoglobin and erythrocyte in peripheral blood varies known, and manifested iron deficiency anemia, which more often diagnosed in clinical practice. To reveal latent or marked iron deficiency state, we must check indices which shows level of iron in our organism, because you see, I said you, in usual blood analysis hemoglobin and erythrocyte is known, but will be decreased transport iron in the blood and its level in the depot. You understand, when the depot becomes empty, will meet true manifested iron deficiency anemia, when hemoglobin and erythrocyte in blood decreases and all metabolic funds of iron also will be decreased. Let's remember function of iron. No, except synthesis of hemoglobin and transport of oxygen, each has different metabolic function regulation. Know about oxygen transport, you know. You, I think, remember about tissue respiration, which also control with iron, and its secondary control immunological resistance into our organism. Iron may be found in our organism in two stages, hem and non-hem. If we are talking about hem iron, first of all, it may be found in hemoglobin, myoglobin, and some enzymes and cytochromes. Other words, it is active iron. Non-hem iron, first of all, is found in deposited iron, ferritin and hemosiderin. May be found in some active iron transferrin and some enzymes. Into our organism, for normal metabolic process needed approximately 4.55 grams of iron, which more than 50% is held into the hemopoietic system as iron erythron. Other part deposited may be found in some tissue, histamic iron, and transport iron, transferrin. Iron enters in our organism first of all with animal food, meat, fish, eggs, very rich with iron, and only slightly it may be found in different fruits, vegetables, and plants. But we must remember that iron may be in two stages, in iron in 2 and 3 degree, and only meat has iron in 2nd degree, which very easy absorbed and used in our organism. Iron 3rd degree, which may be found in fruits or vegetables, presented in state of 3 degree, which cannot be immediately absorbed. First of all, it must be transformed in 2nd degree iron, and it is possible due to activity of hydrochloric acid. And you must understand, patient with normal activity of the stomach can take iron from any food, but if the activity of the stomach gland decreases, it may be pathologically, it may be physiologically in elderly people. Iron in third degree transformation becomes slowed and difficult, and it cannot be adequately absorbed into the intestine. As a result, organism can feel deficiency of iron, and it's explained to you why people with hypo or atrophic gastritis, patient with senile period may be diagnosed iron deficiency anemia. Absorption of iron intensifies due to ascorbic acid, which presented in any fruit and slightly in some juice and slightly in red wine. And it shows why, if we prescribe medicines with iron, we'll recommend patient to take it together with orange juice, which is rich with ascorbic acid. Also, sorbate, fructose, animal protein intensify absorption of iron. Iron absorption decreases, inhibited due to thiamines, antacid, antiracetate, milk, vegetables, and fat. And it's also explain you why when we'll treat iron deficiency anemia, we'll ask the patient restrict in his diet taken of tea, milk, vegetable fibers, fatty food, or if they take this food later after from the taking of iron medicines. Let's remember iron metabolism, because without this process you cannot clearly understand manifestation and formation of clinical signs of iron deficiency anemia. Absorption of iron go into the blood plasma when with helping of transport iron transferrin. It go into the bone marrow to take part in hematopoiesis and may be found in blood as level of erythrocytes and their saturation with hemoglobin. Some iron deposited into the liver and spleen as ferritin and hemosiderin, non-hem iron. But when needed, it very easy come back in blood and go to the bone marrow for hematopoiesis. Some iron may be found as functional active iron in the contents of myoglobin, cytochrome, and some enzymes, which also very easy can come back into the blood and go to bone marrow, because first of all must be enough process of hematopoiesis, which compensated from any other iron elements. After definite time, erythrocytes will be distracted into the spleen, where will be process iron utilization, but iron not go out from our organism. They again come back into the blood and with activity of transferrin go into the liver, spleen, tissue or bone marrow. You see, normally due to normal activity of gastrointestinal tract, liver, spleen, and bone marrow process iron metabolism closed and very easy compensated, and normally will not lose iron that may be provoke factors of any iron deficiency. Every day with different food will take approximately 15-20 grams of iron. But for control of hematopoiesis and any other iron metabolic process needed only 1.5 milligram per day active iron. For it will be absorbed, but because if the absorption of iron intensifies, it's more intensively deposited into the liver and may provoke specific pathology, hemosiderosis. But for normal hematopoiesis needed 25 milligram iron per day, which will be used from depot use. So, scheme of the iron metabolism. Physiologically, we lost nearest 1 milligram iron per day with feces, with superficial epithelium. But if this process increases, for example, if we lose only 1 milliliter of blood, it's insignificant blood volume on which nobody pay attention, but it is 0.5 milligram of iron. If we lose 2 teaspoon blood, it is nearest 10 milliliters, we lost 5 milligram of iron. And you see, for normal iron metabolism, needed only 1.5 milligram absorption of iron per day. If we lose more than will be absorbed, and this process prolonged, deficiency of iron, first of all, sometimes will be compensated from depot due to redistribution of iron metabolism. We are talking about latent period, after some time depot cannot compensate loss of blood and will meet patient with manifested iron deficiency anemia. I'll show this scheme that you'll understand cannot be insignificant blood loss. Every blood loss is significant for our organism, and first of all, we lose blood due to hemorrhoidal bleeding, on which 80% of patients not pay attention. Let's stop on etiological factors formation of iron deficiency anemia. And first of all, there are any chronic hemorrhage about which I said you. And when the patient enters in hospital with the clinical signs of iron deficiency anemia, first of all, we must exclude source of bleeding. We'll find source of bleeding and we'll start examination from gastrointestinal tract, because 80% of post-hemorrhagic iron deficiency anemia appears due to ulcerative process in the stomach or duodenum, growth of tumor or polyps into the stomach or intestine, hemorrhoidal bleeding. We must remember about parasites. If no problem with gastrointestinal tract, will obligatory examine kidney, because we remember kidney take part in hematopoiesis due to synthesis of erythropoietin, and chronic kidney disease is first of all manifested with anemia, iron deficiency anemia. We must remember about cavernous tuberculosis, which is also source of bleeding due to repeated hemoptysis. And in women will obligatory exam gynecological state because uterine hemorrhage also often provoke fractures, chronic post-hemorrhagic iron deficiency anemia. If no problem with bleeding, then we must control activity of gastrointestinal tract. I said you one cause of iron deficiency anemia is non-adequate absorption due to hypo or atrophic gastritis or due to problem of small intestine, because all absorptive process appears in small intestine. And will obligatory ask the patient about his diet, especially senile peoples. We must remember about increased need of iron. First of all, each young woman in which menstrual cycle appears early, and activity of bone marrow cannot compensate this process. We are talking about juvenile sclerosis. We must remember about increased need of iron during pregnancy, labor, or lactemia, and sportsmen, because increased volume of iron which go into the peripheral tissue for synthesis of myoglobin. And at last, maybe some problem with transport iron, because you see all process of iron metabolism control with activity of ferritin, which also is formed from iron and is non-hem iron. No, if presented any provoke etiological factors, first time iron deficiency anemia will be in state of latent or masked period, when the iron deficiency compensated from deposited iron. Then, when the activity of depot progressively decreases, they becomes poor. First of all, will be revealed deficiency of iron in tissue and transport, because from preceded slide you saw, first of all, will be compensated process of hematopoiesis, and due to deficiency of iron in bone marrow, it will be compensated from all other iron structures to compensate synthesis of hem and erythrocyte. If the and when this process also becomes poor, will be deficiency of hemoglobin formation, and as a result, we are talking about manifested period of iron deficiency anemia, which will be revealed in peripheral blood as hypochromic anemia. As a result, organism feels deficiency of oxygen and patient go to the doctor because hypoxia. As a result, decreased vital activity. Hypochromic anemia complicated with myocardial dystrophy, because more active organs which needed a definite level of oxygen is our heart, because it's more active organ which needed adequate blood circulation and oxygenation. But deficient synthesis of hem iron, it's not only deficiency of hemoglobin, it's also deficiency of myoglobin, which is iron which presented in any muscles. We remember our heart is active muscles, and myocardial dystrophy progresses because you see two mechanisms. First of all, deficiency of oxygen and deficiency of tissue iron, which restrict activity of muscles. Deficient synthesis of myoglobin manifested with muscular atrophy, the weakness, and patient feels some problem with gait, which complicated with decreased activity of tissue enzymes which needed for normal activity of peripheral muscles. Due to deficiency of tissue iron, organism feels problem with synthesis of epithelial tissue. As a result, will be atrophy of gastrointestinal tract epithelium and problem with superficial epithelium. Other words, patient feels problem with skin and its appendages due to trophic disturbances. And if you remember, I said you that iron secondary take part in immune response. In case of progressive anemia, activity of leukocyte protection function also will be decreased. And deficiency of non-heme iron also progressively depress tissue hypoxia, because all processes in our organism are tightly connected and cannot work separately. If we are talking about clinical manifestation iron deficiency anemia, I want that you remember and understand. In clinical picture iron deficiency anemia, we distinguish two main syndromes, anemic and siderapenic syndrome. Anemic syndrome is formed due to decreased hemoglobin and erythrocyte content in our blood, and as a result, tissue hypoxia. Clinically, patient complains of weakness and increased fatigue because all metabolic process without oxygen progressively decreases. Patient feels dyspnea and palpitation, first of all during exercise, then at rest, because it is compensatory response of cardiovascular and respiratory system on hypoxia. Due to decreased activity of the brain, patient feels dizziness, darkness in eyes, noise in the ears, painting sometimes. No, as a result, decreased intellectual work capacity, decreased memory, problem with sleepiness, which explain with brain hypoxia. You see, main manifestation of anemic syndrome is hypoxia, decreased vital activity. On inspection, we see that skin of the patient becomes pale, sometimes with light green color, sclerosis, usually which is characteristic for juvenile sclerosis. In progressive anemia, maybe slight edema on the change speed pace, which is called as PASTOS, slight initial stage of edema. But more attention will pay on cardiovascular system, because from preceded scheme you saw, first of all, myocardium will be affected. As a result, due to decreased its muscular component, heart sound becomes dull, we can hear tachycardia, compensatory response, and in heavy anemia, we can hear systolic murmur over all heart points due to decreased blood viscosity. Over jugular vein may be revealed specific non-murmur, and we can reveal arterial hypotension. I'll pay your attention on the characteristic cardiovascular system of the patient with anemia, because these questions will be given separately on exam. Auscultate patient and reveal signs of anemia. We can hear changing of heart sound, intensity, problem with cardiac rate, and systolic moment. You see patient with anemia, pale skin, especially will obligatory pay attention on the lower eyelids. Each is known and each is patient with anemia. Each is more actual for the patient with dark skin when the anemia on the peripheral skin unvisible. We'll pay attention on the lower eyelids. Siderapenic syndrome appears due to deficiency of tissue iron, due to decreased enzymes activity, and as a result, patient complains of pivoted taste. We are talking about pica clerotica, when the patient predilected to eat non-specific elements as chalk, clay, coal, forcemeat, crude, duff. Patient have problem with predilection to some food. He want to eat spicy, salinous, soft food. And if you remember, in our practice, we'll meet with this problem first of all in pregnant woman. It is characteristic for initial period of pregnancy when the woman are known about this process, but depending on some changing of taste and some predilection to food, we can think about possible pregnancy, send the woman on examination and clear problem. Why is it appears? Because during initial period growth of fetal, when the organism must redistribute the metabolic activity, because before it work only for itself and then needed for itself and fetal, and maybe some problem with iron. Why first examination is examination of blood. Patient can complain of pivoted affection. He want to inhale kerosene, benzene, acetone, some paints or naphthalene smell. It becomes comfortable for him. Some problems may be with activity of peripheral muscles, muscular weakness due to deficiency of myoglobin and tissue enzymes and tissue breathing. Patient very easy fatigue and cannot long time to walk. Later will be different problem with skin and its appendages. First of all, skin becomes dry and sometimes slightly scaling because problem with synthesis superficial epithelium which control with tissue iron. Hair of the patient becomes brittle, early gray, and showing have tendency to falling. Nails also becomes flat, brittle, opaque. We can reveal some transverse white folds on the nails, and in heavy case it's such significantly deformed that resembles spoon. We are talking about spoon-like nails. All problem with nails is called as chylomicea symptom, and you understand this patient can go to the dermatological department because and first of all there are female which more intensively pay attention on her appearance. You see problem with hair which becomes thin, easy fall, skin becomes dry, wrinkled, and you see specific deformation of nails with transverse fold. More progressive nail deformation, and which resembles spoon-like nail, which easily holds drops of water, which is characteristic for heavy anemia. Other problem with epithelium of gastrointestinal tract, if you remember our skin. Patient feels problem first of all with oral cavity because dryness of mucus will be provoke factor formation of fissures in the mouth of angle. And why the patient feels some problem with teeth? Because progressive atrophy of the tongue papillas. We are talking about atrophic glossitis. Teeth of the patient has tendency to destruction and caries. And if the patient very often go to stomatological department, doctor also must remember about some cause of this problem in iron deficiency, and obligatory must send of the patient to blood analysis. Dryness of the mucus, problem with synthesis of superficial epithelium, which first of all has protective function because control level of immune globulin A, which is first order of protection, will be patient predilected to inflamed and purulent process in oral cavity, and first of all alveolar pyorrhea, inflammation of the gums, especially near the tooth neck. You see fissures in mouth angle, you see significant problem in the teeth, and purulent gingivitis, stomatitis, and atrophic glossitis. Process go downward and patient feels problem with digestion because atrophic changes of gastrointestinal tract. First of all, patient have problem with swallowing of the food because dryness of esophageal mucus manifested with dysphagia. Sometimes patient feel discomfort during swallowing of the especially dry or solid food, but it is specific dysphagia. It's not caused by narrowing of esophagus. It appears due to siderapenic process. Process go downward and due to dystrophic atrophic process in the stomach and intestine mucus will be problem with digestion and absorption. Peripheral tissue becomes very thin, and we can reveal light bluish color of the sclera because very thin sclera and visible subline vessel due to infrequent collagen synthesis. Long-standing anemia accompanied with imperative desire of urination. Patient cannot keep urine, and especially during laughter, cough, sometimes maybe incontinence, night urination. It is more characteristic for senile people, and I explained to you why. First of all, it is elderly weakness of ligamentum muscles, sphincter activity, and it's complicated if the patient have problem with iron metabolism due to specific changing of diet. And sometimes may be revealed increased temperature, not significantly, subfebrile. We are talking about siderapenic subfebrile condition, but this phenomenon not completely studied, and we unable explain why is it appear. Diagnosis. No, first of all, you know that problem will be with deposited and non-heme iron, which actively compensate deficiency of hematopoiesis. And each is latent iron deficiency, which cannot be revealed in usual blood analysis. We must examine serum iron. We must control total plasma iron binding capacity and percentage transferrin saturation with iron, because transferrin is main transport iron. Maybe use specific Desferal test, but it use rare case because 3 first indices are enough to diagnosis. And if you reveal decreased serum iron, decreased percentage transferrin saturation, which accompanied with increased total plasma iron binding capacity, it shows active redistribution of iron, which actively go into the blood from all other deposited stage, liver, spleen, muscle, that immediately go into the bone marrow. It indicates latent iron deficiency period, which needed compensate. When we'll reveal problem with peripheral blood, it's manifested period of iron deficiency anemia, which needed more long-standing treatment and control. And iron deficiency anemia diagnosed with decreased erythrocytes and hemoglobin content. Color index will be decreased because we remember iron deficiency anemia is hypochromic. Erythrocytes will be pale, and in analysis you can see hypochromia. Will be change size and shape of erythrocytes. We are talking about anisocytosis, size and shape, poikilocytosis. Reticulocytes content will be nearest known because compensated bone marrow activity, and increased ESR due to decreased viscosity of the blood. You know that erythrocyte sedimentation rate tightly correlated with blood viscosity. Then more liquid blood, then more easy erythrocyte sedimentation. There are blood indices which are characteristic for iron deficiency anemia. You see poikilocytosis, pathological shape, anisocytosis, predilection to microcytes, small erythrocytes, pale, with decreased level of hemoglobin. And when we see blood with microscopic, you can compare normal erythrocyte and iron deficiency anemia. Small microcytosis, different shape, poikilocytosis, which is characteristic for iron deficiency anemia. B12 folic deficiency anemia, or combined each name of author, Addison-Birmer anemia. Now, to talk about B12 deficiency anemia, let's again come back to beginning and remember metabolism of B12 in our organism, which enters in our organism mainly with animals' food. Calf liver, kidneys, meat, eggs, cheese, and milk. Into the stomach, due to activity of proteolytic enzymes and hydrochloric acid, extrinsic factor, vitamin B12 will be separated from food. Then, due to activity of intrinsic factors, gastromucoprotein, which synthesis with parietal cells of the fundus stomach. Vitamin B12 may be absorbed into the duodenum. You see, process absorption of vitamin B12 tightly connected with activity of the stomach, and you can easily understand what patient predilected to formation B12 deficiency anemia. Then, due to absorption in small intestine, vitamin B12 enters into the blood, where it goes in two directions. Part vitamin B12 go to the bone marrow to take part in hematopoiesis, because vitamin B12 control maturation of erythrocyte. Other part deposited into the liver, from which it may be again taken for hematopoiesis. Other provoke factors formation vitamin B12 deficiency anemia is liver. Let's see. Biological effect of vitamin B12. Other word, why is it needed? No, first of all, vitamin B12 presented in our organism in two fractions. Methylcobalamin, which is needed for normal synthesis desoxyribonucleic acid, which control maturation of erythrocyte and control growth and formation of gastrointestinal tract epithelium together with iron. Other parts of vitamin B12 presented as desoxyadenosylcobalamin, which control normal metabolism of myelin of the nerve fibers. This scheme shows you main problems of the patient with vitamin B12 deficiency. First of all, it is problem with hematopoiesis, problem with gastrointestinal tract, and nerve system. Maturation of erythrocyte. When the erythrocyte grows to definite size and loses nucleus, control with activity of vitamin B12 due to synthesis desoxyribonucleic acid. У меня лекция, я перезвоню. It is accompanied with activity of folic acid. Folic acid, on contrary from vitamin B12, presented both in animals and vegetable foods. And on contrary from vitamin B12, deficiency of folic acid impossible, but the active synthesis tightly connected with activity of vitamin B12, because folic acid, which enters in our organism, deposited in inactive state into the liver and may be activated only due to action of methylcobalamin. Only. Each is one of the states of vitamin B12. And you understand, rare case will meet patient with separate deficiency of folic acid, more often with B12, usually with combined B12 folic acid deficiency anemia. Etiological factors. No, first of all, there are pathology of the stomach because activity of the stomach control process absorption of vitamin B12. You remember about extrinsic and intrinsic factors. Any hyper are usually atrophic gastritis accompanied with vitamin B12 deficiency anemia. Patients with total resection of the stomach needed vitamin B12. And when you will study pharmacology and especially clinical pharmacology, you will know that if iron can be given in tablet and with parenteral way, vitamin B12 for treatment is used only one parenteral way because it can, if the appears vitamin B12 deficiency anemia, first of all there are problems with stomach and tablet forms cannot be effective for correction. No, any pathology of the stomach, gastritis, canceromatous process. Canceromatous process of the stomach usually appears on the atrophic or hypoacidic process and toxic affection of the stomach with alcohol because it is provoke factors of atrophic gastritis. Other problem, it is small intestine because absorption of vitamin B12 cannot be bypassed of small intestine. And if you remember when we started pathology of small intestine, I said you 60 centimeters resection of ileum may be dangerous for the patient and formation of malabsorption and different deficiencies of microelements, vitamins and other elements of food. No, first of all, we must remember about specific pathology of small intestine, enteritis, Crohn's diseases, amyloidosis, growth of tumor. As for iron deficiency anemia, maybe competitive expenditure of vitamin B12. First of all, it is invasion with helminths and formation of diverticulus, a local dilation of small intestine. We must remember about control of the pregnant woman, especially in polycorporous pregnancy, which is provoke factors of iron and B12 deficiency anemia. And hemolytic anemia accompanied with secondary vitamin B12 deficiency because intensive destruction of erythrocytes. We must remember about myeloproliferative diseases and thyrotoxicosis, which often accompanied with vitamin B12 deficiency anemia. Food, strong vegetable people have problem with vitamin B12 and maybe sick with B12 deficiency anemia because vitamin B12 enters only with animal food on contrary from iron. And rare case transport problems, but we must remember about it. Very difficult to diagnose this problem because we needed special examination. No, it's used only in case when all preceded factors completely excluded. Pathogenic process. Due to deficiency of vitamin B12, first of all, will be problem with the two fraction methylcobalamin, which manifested with disordered hematopoiesis and atrophic process in gastrointestinal tract. But if you attentive, see, on contrary from iron deficiency anemia, when in pathological process involve mainly red blood cells, in B12 deficiency anemia, all process of hematopoiesis progressively disturb and together with anemia will be leukopenia and thrombocytopenia. Deficiency of desoxyadenoylcobalamin manifested with problem of nervous system due to disordered synthesis of myelin and formation of toxic fatty acid and its accumulation, and as a result patient feels problem with peripheral nervous system. First of all, we are talking about funicular myellosis. 3 problems may be of the patient with B12 deficiency anemia, which clinically manifested with 3 clinical syndromes: hematopoietic anemia, nerve funicular myellosis, and digestive atrophic gastritis. Hematopoietic system affection manifested with general anemic syndrome, which I completely explained you on example of iron deficiency anemia. Same problem. Easy fatigue, problem with vital activity. Additionally, more often subfebrile temperature. It's known because hemolysis. I said you B12 needed to control maturation of erythrocytes. Not completely maturated erythrocytes will be with increased size. As a result, it's not correlated with lumen of capillary network and easy destroy hemolysis. On inspection, skin of the patient will be pale but slightly with yellowish tint because due to hemolysis will be hemolytic jaundice and hyperbilirubinemia in blood. And for patients with B12 deficiency anemia is characteristic specific painful tapping of flat bone due to increased activity of bone marrow, hyperplasia of bone marrow. Nervous system affection. Nervous system affection, problem with peripheral nervous system. Patient have problem with gait, first of all, weak, then it's more intensively affected, accompanied with paresis, then paralysis of lower extremity, then you see patient on trachecard because they cannot walk independently. It's more characteristic for patients which abuse alcohol, but after correction, they can again walk independently. But predilected if again abuse alcohol, deficiency of vitamin B12 manifested with predilection to anesthesia and paresthesia. And then, as a result, decreased tender reflexes, maybe affected function of urinary bladder and rectum due to weakness of peripheral sphincter, but it is characteristic for heavy anemia and progressive deficiency of B12, which are later manifested with disordered activity of central nervous system, emotional ability, deranged sleep, sometimes maybe different mental disorders, irritated disorders. If you remember our first lectures when we assess consciousness of patient non-adequately excited, we are talking about delirium, hallucination, psychosis, or opposite, non-adequately depressed. All this problem is called funicular myellosis, specific affection of nervous system with predominant affection of the back and lateral spinal columns. And first of all, problem with peripheral nervous system. And at last, I said you may be some problem with digestive system due to disordered process synthesis of superficial epithelium. No, first of all, patient feels problem with appetite, which is due to atrophy of papillae of tongue. Patient doesn't feel taste of food, and plus brain hypoxia. On contrary, from iron deficiency anemia process atrophy of the tan papilles more intensive in vitamin B12 deficiency, and patient feels sometimes burning sensation or pain in the tip of the tongue. More progressive atrophic gastritis, but less problem with tooth. Iron deficiency, more intensive problem with gums, tooth, and less with tongue. Due to atrophic process in gastrointestinal tract, will be different dyspeptic disorders which manifested with regurgitation, eructation, decreased digestive process, problem with defecation, that are a result of atrophic gastritis and colitis. On inspection, we see that mucus of the oral cavity is atrophied, tongue becomes enlarged, bright red and smooth, sometimes due to pronounced atrophy of papillas, and this problem with oral cavity has specific name, Hunter's glossitis. In iron deficiency anemia, we are talking about atrophic glossitis, which characterized with purulent process in oral cavity. In B12 deficiency anemia, progressive atrophic process of the tongue papillas and oral mucus, Hunter glossitis. This patient also has tendency to caries, but it's not such significant as in iron deficiency anemia. On palpation, we can reveal hepatorenal syndrome, both liver and spleen enlargement, because hemolytic jaundice, active destruction of erythrocytes, first of all spleen, and then liver involved in pathological process. You see atrophic glossitis and insignificant caries, if you remember picture with the oral cavity of the patient with iron deficiency anemia. Diagnosis. First of all, we'll examine peripheral blood to reveal specific characteristic. Obligatory examine blood on the vitamin B12 content, and biochemical blood examination liver test to reveal hemolytic jaundice. And we'll send of the patient gastroenterological and neurological department to examine nerve and digestive system. And sometimes patient primary enters in this department, and only due to blood analysis obligatory for any peoples will reveal the cause of disease is B12 deficiency anemia. What can you see in blood? No, as for any anemia, decreased erythrocytes content, but erythrocytes overfilled with hemoglobin, and B12 deficiency anemia is characterized with hyperchromia, color index more than 1.15, erythrocytes overfilled with hemoglobin, but they not completely maturated. As any younger structure, it cannot completely take its function. Anisocytosis, changing size of erythrocytes, which will be increased macromegalocytes. Poikilocytosis, they will be with different shape and specific characteristic. We know that maturated erythrocyte must be definite size, nearest 7-8 micron, and without nuclei. Incompletely maturated erythrocyte hold its increased size, macrocytosis, and remnants of nucleus, jolly bodies, and coating of nucleus, cobalt rings. And on contrary from iron deficiency anemia, B12 deficiency anemia accompanied with depression, all sites of hemopiesis, leukopenia, thrombocytopenia, and ESR increased due to deficiency of erythrocytes and decreased blood viscosity. Again, we'll compare normal and increased size of erythrocytes, macrocytes, and changing the structure. We'll see remnants of nucleus and remnants zygotin, jolly bodies and Cabot rings, remnants of nucleus due to disorderly process of maturation. If you see on peripheral blood, you can compare iron deficiency anemia and B12 deficiency anemia, small pale erythrocyte hyperchromic, large and with remnants of nucleus. Puncture bone marrow show its increased activity. It's explained why patients feel some discomfort and painful tapping of flat bones, especially sternum and tibia, due to hyperplasia of bone marrow. And again, blood analysis patient with iron deficiency and B12 deficiency anemia. Large, not maturated erythrocytes with remnants of nucleus, and pale small erythrocyte with iron deficiency. I want to stop on folic deficiency anemia. I said you it's rare case appears separately. And if it appears, it's characterized only with problem hematopoiesis. No problem with nervous system, no atrophic process in gastrointestinal tract. Only macrocytosis with remnants of nucleus because disorderly process erythrocyte maturation. And last anemia on which I want to stop, it is hemolytic anemia. Anemia which appears due to excessive destruction of erythrocytes, which may be congenital or acquired. We are talking about increased hemolysis into the cells, which is congenital. Acquired hemolytic anemia characterized with intravascular hemolysis due to toxic effect some substances. There are patients with malaria, patients with sepsis. And when we are talking about hemolytic anemia, as any anemia, it is characterized with anemic syndrome, which characteristic I gave you completely on example of iron deficiency anemia. But on contrary from preceded anemia, it is normochromic and accompanied with reticulocytosis, protective response of bone marrow on intensive destruction of erythrocytes, and peripheral blood will be rich with younger erythrocyte reticulocyte. Hemolytic jaundice is next specific syndrome of hemolytic anemia. It's characterized with yellowish color of skin due to increased indirect bilirubin in blood. Patient can feel discomfort in left hypochondrium due to splenomegaly, depot of destroyed blood cells, and if the patient attentive, he can see that his urine and feces becomes dark due to increased synthesis urobilin and stecobilin, which will be removed with urine and feces. That's all information about anemia. I'll again pay your attention. On exam, we'll ask you separately 3 types of anemia: iron deficiency, B12 deficiency, and hemolytic anemia. Why? Because every anemia has specific clinical features. Iron deficiency anemia, characterized with specific siderapenic syndrome, which is formed due to deficiency of tissue iron. B12 deficiency anemia, characterized with neurological symptoms, funicular myellosis, and hemolytic anemia with formation of hemolytic jaundice. And all group of anemia, not depending from its origin, first of all characterized with anemic syndrome, which appears due to hypoxia because deficiency of iron decreased their functional activity and as a result decreased vital activity because without definite level of oxygen, normal metabolic process impossible in our organism. And obligatory on exam, everybody will interpret blood analysis with different types of anemia, and you must argue your answer. Your conclusion must be explained. That's all today. I'll not start new topic, pathology of white blood cells and thrombocytes, because our time finished. I'll continue next week. We'll stop on the pathology of the white blood cells and thrombocytes. Thank you so much for your attention. Goodbye. We'll be healthy.